maybe it's all in your head. Like, think about it, right? There are disorders in this world that people have. Like, people generally have this stuff where they have two different personalities, yet they're not even aware of it. Like, they literally just have that. And not to sound like insanely schizo, but what if you're just making up a ton of stories that don't even exist in your own head? Like, I'm talking about the overthinking, I'm talking about the doubts, I'm talking about the feeling of not being able to fit into places. What if it's literally just all in your head? Because I'll put it like this, right? Like, you know, when you have a conversation with someone and like maybe just like a short transaction, right? And you don't really get to know that person that well, but like your first instinct is like, I don't really know how I left off that conversation. Like, I don't really know if that person likes me. Like, you just like start to make all these assumptions in your head based off a couple of words they said to you, or like maybe you like, stuttered over your word after you said something when you finished off the conversation. You're like, damn, I bet that person thinks I'm weird. But in reality, like, you don't even know that person. In reality, you don't even know like what's going on in their own head. And I guarantee the same way you overthink about yourself, they're overthinking about themselves. And it's literally just like the power of the human mind is so crazy. It's so crazy. Because think about it, right? Like, out of all of the inventions, all of the innovation that's happened in this world, like, it all started with a thought form in someone's mind. Like, genuinely, there are so many things in this world that like just started as a thought form in the human mind, right? Like, the fact that we were able to put someone on the moon, the fact that I can look ahead of me, and maybe if I can zoom in here, maybe not that, but I'm gonna try to, can't really zoom in, but you know, huge ass city right ahead of me, right? A concrete jungle right ahead of me, and forgive me, might have ran the red light right there, but regardless, like, it all started with a thought form in someone's head. So it just tells you how powerful the human brain is. So like, how many doubts, how many limiting beliefs do you have that work against you, that hold you back instead of pull you up? It's so hard to just get caught up in your own head, right? And my reality, like, I'm pretty much alone like 24/7. I really don't have that many deep conversations with people in person, like, at all. So a lot of the overthinking just happens, and I have to catch myself thinking like, this is not a real thought. Like, this is not a real thing that happened in the world. Like, you're just convincing yourself. Your brain is trying to reason like for ways that, you know, maybe you don't fit in, like just trying to tell me like bullshit, right? But in reality, it's just all in my fucking head. And I hope I don't sound too schizo on this video, but like, there's so many limited beliefs that can hold you back in this life. Like, how anything comes into existence, you first have to conceive the thought in your head, conceive the idea of even bringing like a better version of you, right? Like, just because right now there is a version of you that has everything that you want, from the physique that you want, from the mindset that you want, from the habits, from the people around them, right? The characteristics, the skill sets that you want. There's a person right now in some other time frame that has those things, and you first have to conceptualize that thought form in your head to even have the chance of bringing it into reality. First conceptualize it, then you have to actually believe that this can happen to me. It's not a matter of like, bro, like, no one in this world should tell you what you should or you shouldn't want. No one. Like, this is your own life. You only have one shot at life. Like, it's so stupid for you to think that just because I have I overthink, just because I have these doubts about myself means that I can't get what I want. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, I don't know why. Like, your brain just it gives you those thoughts. And maybe it's a comparison of other people around you. Like, I know for me, like, from the home, or like the environment that I was around, like, not a lot of people were like, it didn't seem like a lot of people were like successful, and you know, like, you are a product of your environment. And I lived in a neighborhood, like a suburbs, right? And like, the achievements, the standard of everyone around me were like pretty much the same exact thing, which it makes perfect sense. Like, you're a product of your environment. But because of that was like my threshold. Because of that was like, you know what, I think like the what I'm gonna be destined to do is just, you know, live a standard life. Like that was my normal, right? And I want to show you this view real quick because driving back to my apartment in downtown Miami. Like then again, just to show you that, like that was a thought form in someone's head that had to come into existence one day. But back to what I was saying, like your paradigm, the way you perceive the world, is put together by your beliefs, right? And going like a step deeper on what I mean by this, but like there's something called the pyramid of beliefs. I've talked about this in a couple of my different videos, but the pyramid of beliefs is saying that your paradigm, how you perceive reality, because everyone's reality is subjective based on their own experiences. It's built off of your experiences you've had since you were put into this world, the assumptions you make off those experiences, your experiences, the experiences you have, the assumptions you make based off those experiences, and then it ultimately forms your beliefs. And I'll put up, like, I didn't describe it to the T, but like I'll put up a picture of what I mean right there. But it just shows you how subjective reality is. And like, it's so stupid that like that is why you have those limiting beliefs, because somewhere in your lifespan, like you've had an experience that says that the thing that you actually desire feels like it's kind of unattainable. But you got to think it from like, you got to think from another person's perspective who has the thing that you want. For them, it's just the standard. Like for someone who has 8% body fat, it's not a matter of like, I don't know if I can get there, it's gonna take a lot of work. Like, no, that's the reality, that's the standard, right? So just frame your perspective from someone else. Like, someone else is living your desired reality. And there's nothing in this world saying that you shouldn't have the confidence of that actually come into fruition. There's nothing saying that you cannot become that person. Like, it's such a limiting belief in your head. And again, I say this, the main message I want to convey in this YouTube video is that the human brain is so strong, and like sometimes you are your worst enemy. Sometimes you can convince yourself of things that don't even exist, that work against you. But the same way it can work against you, it can work in your favor. So I urge you to really like take a deep dive on every single thought that you have, every single belief that you have, and question it. Like, one of the best things that you like, how you learn is to question everything that you know. I'm about to slam into traffic right now, so I'll be sitting in this car for a little bit. But to learn and to break through, to progress in this life, is to question everything that you know. Because if you're not at the level you want to be at, you have to admit that there's something wrong with what you have right now. There's something wrong with the beliefs you have right now. There's something wrong with your mindset right now. So to break those beliefs is to question what you believe right now. It's the question, why do you think that way? Was it bestowed upon me by other people? Was it bestowed upon me, because of my own limitations, right? Like, I've never been extremely successful in like, a ton of things in my life. So like in my head, I just didn't think that I could like have an absurd amount of success. Like, it was such a limiting belief that I had to break in my head. And so I understood, like, you know what? I'm able to control my own reality. Like, you only have one shot at life. And like, why would I not want to live it by my own means? Why would I want to conform to the standard of something that doesn't even exist, right? So like, just question all of the little doubts you have in your head. Like use this message, use this video as a form of self-awareness to consciously recognize every single self-doubt thought, every single limiting belief that you have in your head, and just ask yourself, why do I actually believe this? Why? Like, really ask yourself. But I'm in traffic right now. I just want to get that off my chest. If you've noticed, maybe on my YouTube channel, I've been posting a lot more. Hopefully you guys are liking these videos. I would love to see some feedback. I really, something I'm really striving for. I really want to hit 1K on this channel. Ever since I started this channel about a year ago, like my main thing was just like put out information that is actually going to help people out, put out information that's going to speak to people, in the shoes that I once was in, speak to, problems that I used to face myself and I'm actively facing in real time, and like just try to help out in the best way I can. I'm going to leave my IG in the description of this video as well, so I'd appreciate if you check me out there. But yeah, thanks for listening.